Bachelor of Science in Criminology. I am here to discuss to you about what is Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131. How do they differ and what is their relationship?
Hi, I'm going to introduce to you what is Republic Act 6506. So Republic Act 6506 established the Board of Examiners for Criminologists in the Philippines to regulate the practice for criminology. It outlines the qualifications of board members, the examination process of becoming a registered criminologist, and the powers and responsibilities of the board. The Act also defines what constitutes the practice of criminology and provides penalties for those who practice without proper registration. When the Republic Act number 6506 established, the Republic Act number 6506 established on July 1, 1972. This is the date the law was approved and become effective. According to Section 27, the Republic Act number 6506 discusses the effectivity of the law. It states that the act shall take effect upon its approval. So why Republic Act 6506 established? Republic Act number 6506 aims to ensure that individuals practicing criminology in the Philippines are qualified and adhere to professional standards, thereby promoting the integrity of the profession. The primary purpose of Republic number 6506 is to establish a regulatory framework for the practice of criminology in the Philippines.
Now, we're talking about the Republic Act 113, otherwise known as the Philippines Criminology Professions Act of 2018. This is a very important topic that should be talking about not only the subject introduction to criminology, but also the criminology profession as a whole. For those who are enrolling the course of criminology and those who are already about to finish the course. And for those who graduated at BS Criminology to pursue the board examinations, that's why we need to talk about this topic. Provision of Republic Act 113 because these acts govern the professions. And now, why they create this law? So we are going to Section 3 and Republic Act 1131. So here are the 5 major objectives of why they created this law. We have here the first one is the examination of registration and licensure for criminologists. The second is the provision, control, and regulation of the practice of criminology. This third one is the standardization and regulation of criminology education. Fourth, the development of the professional competence of criminologists through continuing professional development, in short, CPD. And the last one is the integration of criminology professional groups and members of registered criminologists to the accredited professional organization. So, in short, this law wanted to upgrade all aspects of the criminology profession, starting in the licensure examination to practice, to organize the criminologists. So that's the basically objectives of the creation of this law.
We already discussed the two Republic Acts, the Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131. And now, let us know how do they differ and what is their relationship.
Now, I discuss the common and distinction between Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131. Both laws regulate the practice of criminology in the Philippines, requiring individuals to be licensed before they can legally practice as criminologists. They ensure that criminologists meet professional standards before being allowed to engage in public safety, law enforcement, or investigative work. While law requires individuals to pass licensure examination to practice as criminologists, the examination ensures that only qualified individuals who have necessary knowledge and skill are able to work as professional criminologists. However, the law requires new criminologists to take an oath before they can begin practicing. This oath commits them to uphold the law and ethical standard of the criminologist profession. And now, let's move on to the difference between Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131. So, we have here 5 different Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131. The first one is that Republic Act 6506 primarily focused on the regulation and licensure of criminologists through the establishment of the Board of Examiner for Criminologists, and the Republic Act 11131 expand the scope by modernizing the criminology profession, including the regulation of criminology program in educational institutions and addressing border issues such as professional development and international standard. Second, Republic Act 6506 basic requirement for licensure include being a Filipino citizen and graduate of a recognized criminology school, and Republic Act 11131 added stricter requirements such as good moral characteristic or no conviction for crime involving moral turpitude and more specific academic requirements. The third is the professional ethics and code of conduct. In Republic Act 6506 provide general ethics requirements such as good moral character, and the Republic Act 11131 expanded ethical responsibility, including guidelines for professional conduct and specific consequence for violation, with the goal of upholding a higher standard for the profession. Fourth, and the education institution in Republic Act 6506, no explicit regulation for criminology education program, and the Republic Act 11131 includes provision for regulating and accrediting criminology education program in higher education institution, ensuring that schools offering criminology meet higher standard. And the last one is the penalties for violation of Republic Act 6506 penalty provision for unauthorized practice but lack a robust enforcement mechanism, and the Republic Act 11131 provide stricter penalties for unauthorized practice and professional misconduct with clear enforcement procedure to protect the integrity of the profession.
In 1991, a criminology graduate wants to practice as a criminologist in the Philippines. He needs to take a licensure exam administered under the Republic Act number 6506. The process is relatively straightforward. He submits his application to the Board of Examiners to criminologists, takes the exam, and passes. After passing, one is licensed to practice as a criminologist. Over the years, there is little focus to continuous professional development or updating his skills, as the law doesn't require much more after initial licensure.
Fast forward to 2024, Maria, another criminology graduate, also wants to become a licensed criminology. However, she now falls under the provisions of Republic Act 11131, which replaced in RA 6506. Maria submit her applicants, but the process is more reduced now. Aside from the passing the license exam, Maria is expected to regular update to knowledge and through continuous professional development program.
I hope guys you have learned something about Republic Act 6506 and the Republic Act 11131, their differences and how they related.